Welcome to the channel, precious. We want it.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Oh my days, another Lord of the Rings game. Here we are checking out the recent Lord of the Rings Gollum gameplay reveal trailer. I haven't seen anything about this before other than very subtle sort of cinematic trailers and storyboard pictures. I didn't like the look of Gollum in those trailers, so I'm hoping they've revamped and show a little bit more of a change. He looked a little bit too Pixar for me, but here we are. This is the trailer for the gameplay reveal, so we're going to actually see some gameplay, some in-game footage with this one. This game is set to come out this year. I think it's September, October sort of time. And as a massive, massive Lord of the Rings fan, I want it to do well. I want it to be successful. This one is a Lord of the Rings game, guys. So do you know what? I've been screaming out for a Lord of the Rings game for God knows how long. Those of you that are following me on the channel will know that I am absolutely super passionate about Lord of the Rings. It's one of my all-time favorite franchises, and I hope this game does well. So without further ado, let's check it out.
Something calls us Gollum. What is it, precious? The precious, of course. The precious. We want it. We want it. Must stay in the shadows. Get to higher ground. What if he watches us, the Dark Lord? What if he sees?
The untold story that we actually know the story of. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I don't like the look of it. Oh my god. This is very, very close to release date. I'm trying to remain optimistic about it. The character model looks horrendous. I don't know what they're thinking with it. I know this is trying to appeal to the younger audiences, so you're not going to get any blood, gore, although there is quite a lot of violence in Gollum's story. For those of you that have read the books, watched the movies, Gollum is quite treacherous. Smeagol/Gollum is quite treacherous. There's a lot of betrayal. There's a lot of nastiness. He gets tortured as well, which you don't really see in the films, but he gets tortured quite a bit in the books. There's a section where sort of Gandalf and Aragorn capture Gollum, and Thranduil's supposed to keep him hostage. This is all in the books. Keep him in sort of imprisoned, and he escapes. So it looks like we're going to see that in the game. So it's going to be true to the story of Gollum. I would imagine there's going to be elements of it that's going to be fabricated and sort of fictionalized to make it a little bit more entertaining. But Gollum's story is really, really interesting. And for those of you that have read the books, that know the backstory, that are into the lore, you know that Gollum's character is quite dark, quite mysterious, quite treacherous, really. And also very, very much out there. I don't like the look of it, guys. I don't know why. There's just something about it that feels very clunky to me. I'm not shitting on Oblivion. Elder Scrolls is, again, one of my all-time favourite games. But it's got Oblivion graphics. We're now in 2022. I don't know what game engine they're using for this, but it looks pretty naff. It looks pretty bad. The gameplay looks to encompass heavy stealth elements, which I'm not against, but I hope there's variation in there. I hope there's different ways you could take enemies down. I'm hoping for a skill tree of some sort. I'm not looking for a full-on RPG fleshed out experience, but to make this one not feel repetitive, they need to be on it with their gameplay. If they're going for a stealth approach, this could get boring very, very quickly. I don't like the look of the orcs. I don't like the look of the Uruk-hai that we saw. The Nazgul and the Ring Wraiths look pretty cool. Gandalf just looks like the Gandalf that you get from the Fellowship of the Ring, the game, not the movie. So the really, really cartoon sort of pastel type Gandalf that looks quite off. Thranduil looks like he's just come out of a Halloween party on a Saturday night and he's had a few too many tequilas. I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. It looks very slow. It looks very clunky. The voice acting is okay. They should have. I know it's going to cost them quite a bit, but I would love for them to have reached out to Andy Serkis on this one and get the guy in. I know that's going to cost them quite a big chunk of their budget, but if they could have done that, that would have been fantastic. But the voice acting isn't terrible from what I've heard so far. I just haven't got high hopes for it, guys. As I said, I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I really, really want this to do well. But it's making me nervous. We're very close to release date, and this is the gameplay trailer. So this is pretty much final stages of the game. We're not going to get much different to what we're seeing because there just isn't enough time to tweak it on a major level. I don't like the character model for Gollum. I just don't know what he looks like. It looks like some Planet of the Apes crossed with Oblivion and some sort of gremlin from the 80s. It looks off. It looks cardboard. It looks mannequin-like. I don't know what's with the weird sort of half hair, half bald look. I know they're trying to make it look like he's going through that transition from Smeagol to Gollum, because that's the part of the story that I imagine we're going to see based on the other clips that I saw in that trailer. But again, it could have been better, and I know they're trying to appeal to the younger audiences, so they can't make him too sort of they can't make him look too gnarly or intimidating or scary, because kids will be put off from playing this game. But it's the Lord of the Rings, it's Gollum, come on, he's got to have a little bit of a tenacious side to him. He's got to look a little bit threatening, he's got to look a little bit scary, bewildered and out there, and to me it just looks weird. It just looks absolutely weird in this, so I'm feeling a bit deflated, guys, if I'm honest. I will be picking the game up, I will be doing a full game playthrough, just because it's Lord of the Rings, it's got a stamp on it. Not sure if it's going to be day one, it probably will be, but huge reservations for this one, unfortunately. Hopefully a miracle happens and maybe it's just the publisher or the guy that edited the trailer just picked out the worst bits or just picked out the bits that didn't really get me excited. But I don't know, I think they just tried to character drop a little bit too bit in that. Shelob was in there, the Nazgul, Gandalf was in there, Thranduil, some weird looking elf that I assume is Galadriel maybe, I don't know, that looked nothing like Galadriel. I don't know who that elf was. I'm just not feeling it. There's just too many elements to it that's putting me off, and normally when you get this close to release date and the trailers like this, the game normally falls a bit flat, which is a shame, because most of the Lord of the Rings games that have been released, bar the mobile ones, have been absolutely fantastic. The likes of the Third Age, Two Towers, The Return of the King, even the PC games, Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2 were fantastic games. And it's unusual for even the Lego ones. The Lego Lord of the Rings games are also fantastic. The Hobbit one is also quite okay. But it's just, you know, it's a shame. It's a franchise that is close to my heart and I want it to do well. I hope it's just the case of the trailer's just been put together really poorly. And it's, I don't know. But it doesn't feel like it's going that way. Normally if the trailer's bad and it's this close to release date, the game itself is going to be near as damn it, unfortunately. But let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think? Are you excited for the trailer? What did you like the look of? Have you got any reservations, and do you agree with what I've said? Do you feel a little bit put off by this as well? Hopefully a miracle will happen, the One Ring will guide us, and it will be absolutely fine once we get in and play it. I'd imagine the story's good, I imagine the cutscenes are quite good. I'm hoping for some good voice acting in there, some good voice dialogue, some back and forth, hopefully some true homage to the books as well as the movies, which it looks like it's going to, and it's going to fill a lot of gaps in between what we don't see in the movies for those of you that haven't read the books. So it's going to be good for those of you out there in that camp. But let me know what you think. Reservations on my part, not really excited for it, even though it's one of my favorite franchises. I'm not really keen based on what I've seen, unfortunately, so let me know in the comments, guys. But if you do enjoy the video and you did like what you saw and you like what we've discussed, please do leave a thumbs up on it. Feel free to come and subscribe as well, and hit the bell icon on the channel homepage and you'll be notified as and when any of the content drops. Hopefully it lands when it lands, it's very good precious. But who knows? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!